Hello everybody and welcome back to another C++ programming exercise video. And in today's video we're going to be doing C++ programming exercise number 9. Now C++ programming exercise number 9 says, this chapter defines the class clock type to implement time in a program. Add functions to this class so that a program that uses only the hours, minutes, or seconds. Make the functions that retrieve hours, minutes, and seconds as inline. Also, write a program to test your class. Okay, so now this is the program that we're going to be using to test and make sure that everything here works correctly. We have our header file right here. Now this header file is a type of header file, which all you need to do is look at the header file, and then you can create an entire program just looking off of what you see here. So we have set time, set hours, set minutes, set seconds, get time, get hours. Now if you didn't know this, well, you can actually do this. You can declare the definitions of certain functions that are very short, like one-liner functions, inside of the header files. Now you usually only want to do this when you're gonna write in a comment at the bottom anyways. So you might as well just add 2 extra lines to define the entire thing. Because get hours, the user may not know what exactly this does, so you might as well just see, oh wow, this just returns the variable, and that's pretty useful and you know what it does. Okay. So now we have print time, increment seconds, increment d, increment minutes, increment hours, equal time, clock type, and clock type. And that's it. And then we have the functions, and then we have the variables down here to store the hours, minutes, and seconds. Now what we have to do here is we need to write the function. We need to write the header file implementation. Alright, let's hop on over to there. We have our implementation file right here. And now we can get to writing functions. Make sure that you include CMath in the header file. Now let's just get to writing our functions. Now set time is going to be very simple. All we're going to do is set the time that is necessary. So if 0 is less than or equal to hours and hours is less than 24, then we write hour is equal to hours. Else, we write hour is equal to 0. Okay, now after you write that, you just want to go to the next line and write in another statement much like this one. Write in if 0 is less than or equal to minutes and hours is less than 60. Supposed to be 0, by the way. Then you write min is equal to minutes, else min is equal to 0. And then after that, you can write in if, well, you can actually just copy and paste this whole thing because both minutes and seconds use like the same numbers. You know what I mean? Like they use they're both from 0 to 60. And there we go. So now we are done with the set time. Now all we need to do is do the set hours, set minutes, and set seconds. But they're all going to be pretty easy because all we need to do is copy and paste everything that we have here. And there we go. Okay, so now that's the end of the individual set functions. Now all we need to do is do our get time functions, which is going to be very simple. All we're going to do is store the values inside of individual variables. So for example, hours is going to be equal to hour. Minutes is going to be equal to min. And seconds is going to be equal to sec. And now we're going to have increment hours. Increment hours is going to be very simple. All it's going to have is hour plus plus hour plus plus. And now if hour is greater than 23, then we write in hour is equal to 0. And we can write in here for increment minutes we can write in min plus plus. And now if, let's change that to a semicolon, and now if min is greater than 59, then we write in some brackets, min is equal to 0, and we execute the function increment hours. Now we can copy and paste this whole thing, or actually I think it'd be a lot faster if we didn't, into increment seconds. We just write in sec plus plus. Now if sec is greater than 59, we write in sec is equal to 0, and then we increment minutes with a semicolon at the end. Make sure we have those parentheses. And there we go. Now we have print time. Now print time is going to be very simple as well. All we're going to do is write in if. Now keep in mind, when we're doing time, we can just write in 6, 8, 10. That just doesn't look right at all. So in order for it to be time, we're going to write it in this form with zeros where there isn't anything. So that's basically how we're going to write it. And the way that we do that to make sure that there's a 0 if it's a single digit is we just write in hour is less than 10. Then we see out 0. And then we see out hour. And that's it. This is how we do it. If hour is less than 10, then we print in a 0. Okay, we can actually copy and paste this for all of the other times. We change this to min. We change this to sec. we change this to sec as well. We change this to min. And for the sec, we can actually remove that part. And that's it. Now for equal time is basically going to be the function, of course, where it's going to be a Boolean function. We're gonna compare the values from this other clock with our clock. So all that we're gonna do is just gonna be return hour, which is equal to other clock dot hour, and min is equal to other clock dot min, and sec is equal to other clock dot sec. And that is it. Now we have clock type, which is going to be our constructor with parameters. All we need to do is, of course, come up here, copy and paste. And now we're going to have our clock type without any parameters, which is going to be equal to our get time. But all of that is going to be equal to 0. And there we go. Now if we run this program, oh wait, I have no idea what that's doing there. This is supposed to be minutes. Let's try and run this again. Hours, it's supposed to be hours. There we go. It runs perfectly well. My clock, 5:0:30. Your clock, which is going to be like stopwatch, is going to start at everything at 0 second. After setting your clock, 05:45:16. After enter the hours, minutes, and seconds. 34:5:15. See that? After implementing my clock by 1 second, we get that plus 1. Hours equal to 0, minutes is equal to 5, and seconds is equal to 16. Okay, now we can see that our program runs perfectly well. And I guess that's the end of this program exercise video. I hope you guys had fun in this program exercise video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!